Number 4, the objective of selling is to make people feel wanted and to achieve resolution. Here's one thing to always remember about selling. If you make people feel big, they'll buy big. See, make them feel small and they'll buy small. It's that simple. A sales warrior knows that the cure to ambiguity is certainty with the goal of absolute total resolution. Build up the customer's belief in themselves and in what you sell, make them feel wanted, and you'll have the resolution that leads to sales. Think about it this way. By asking your customers to buy, you're making them feel wanted. You're subconsciously telling them, this was created specifically with you in mind. I choose you to be our next customer. Will you accept? That's how you make people feel wanted to achieve resolution. You're giving them the cure to get them out of the mental prison of ambiguity, indecision, and uncertainty. By asking for the close, you're giving a gift. See, Mary Kay Ash is the founder of Mary Kay Cosmetics, one of the strongest sales organizations of all time. In her autobiography, she wrote that she told her sales team to pretend that every single person they talked to had a sign around their neck that said, "Make me feel important." She knew that when someone feels big and important, they'll buy big. And one of the greatest gifts you can give your prospects is to build them up and remove all that ambiguity that stops them from making a decision. When people feel ambiguity, the fight, flee, or freeze response, which is controlled by a part of the brain called the amygdala, lights up. That leads to stress and anxiety, both of which kill sales. So how do I avoid that? Lead, give them certainty, and ask for the close. When you really believe that every person you talk to wants to feel important, you'll ask everyone to buy. That executive you're selling to wants to feel like she's making a great decision to improve her business. That consumer you're selling wants to feel like he's providing for himself and his family to improve their lives. Your sales will skyrocket and your customers' lives will improve. It's really that simple. At its core, sales is about resolution. It's about turning uncertainty into certainty. That's why I have such a problem when I hear people say, look, selling's about relationships. That's not the objective. There's nothing wrong with developing a relationship with your prospects, but when that becomes the goal, the sale always goes sideways. If your goal is to create a relationship, then you're not helping them. You're violating the philosophy of a sales warrior. Remember, all human beings move away from pain and toward life improvement. And a sales warrior's mission is to liberate them from any indecision. And the only way you can liberate them from indecision is by making your goal total and complete resolution.
Jason, in this segment, you talked about making people feel important. And again, like other things we were talking about with rapport or connecting with people, I think there's a very positive way to do it, but there's also kind of a cheap way that's not as sincere, that doesn't work. So what are some techniques that you have on making people feel wanted?
Well, to be genuine on making people wanted, it's really around those 6 human needs, which I know we talk about in a later session. But just to kind of bring them back up is, I'm all about becoming the missing need. So, how will your product or service give them more certainty? How will it give them more fun? How will it make them feel more important, which is significance? How will it help them have more of a connection to, maybe on a consumer side, their family, or on a business side, their company's mission or vision or culture? How will it help them have more growth in life and more contribution, which is giving back to society or to the future? And so, to me, making people feel wanted is figuring out what are their driving needs, what are their drivers, what's most really important to them, and then focusing on those. That's how you sincerely make them feel wanted.
This is my favorite segment because it is so in alignment with the FPG vision of letting everyone know that they are enough. And to me, that's my driver on asking for the close. And I love that you talk about that in this segment, because to me, man, there's so many places in this world where we are hearing that we're not enough, that we're feeling like we're not enough, where we're getting that messaging from the world, and maybe even from ourselves. And so for me as a sales professional, I can't let myself be one more place where somebody feels like they're not enough. If I can handle somebody saying no to me after I ask them to buy, but I can't handle not asking them to buy and them having that wonder of, did I not think that their company was ready? Did I not think their salespeople could handle this? Did I not think that their culture could support it? I can't handle that. I can't have that. If they want to tell me no, I'm a big girl. I can handle that, but I can't be another voice that they are not enough.
Yeah, Mary, I'm so glad that you talked about this idea that our vision is to convince everyone they're enough. And the reason why people don't believe they're enough is because, again, they don't believe in themselves, they don't believe in their potential and their future possibilities. But the greatest thing about being a sales warrior is through your words and actions, you have the ability to convince people they are enough. And so make people feel wanted and make them feel that they're enough.